stage to celebrate the accomplishments of our new Airmen and Guardians. These events recognize their transition into the profession of arms. We acknowledge the tradition of honor and legacy of valor provided by those who came before and inspired us still today. We would also like to thank the family and friends for their continued support that these graduates will be counting on as they serve our great nation in the years to come. This week, we have a special opportunity to recognize one additional and significant achievement, demonstrating the dedication of 12 of our graduates who have completed the process to become citizens of the United States of America. Today's recognition is made possible by a partnership between the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security to allow active duty service members to become citizens under the Naturalization at Basic Training Initiative. To be eligible, a member of the Armed Forces must pass a comprehensive application process administered by the Department of Homeland Security, including a background check and personal interview to demonstrate high moral character and their knowledge of the English language. Applicants are also tested on U.S. history and government. When applicants take the oath of allegiance to the U.S. Constitution, they become American citizens. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. The airport is proud to recognize Airman Antonio-Lackland, country of origin, Nigeria. Airman Richard Dawkins, country of origin, Jamaica. Airman Jacqueline Freight, country of origin, Mexico. Airman Luis Ikiana, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Daniel Capseta, country of origin, Kenya. Airman Kasimsi Corey, country of origin, Nigeria. Airman Anicia Nana, country of origin, Tobago. Airman Ian Rebuyago, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Shilpa Sibi, country of origin, India. Airman Solomon Trayor, country of origin, Senegal. Airman Sean Villegas, country of origin, Philippines. Airman Ye Xiang, country of origin, China. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us congratulate the newest citizens of the United States of America.
Our stage is set. I think we've got everything done. The clocks are there. The sun's behind. It's a little cool. I think we're in for an awesome point of retreat party today with the 324th Trainee Squadron. They'd like to say something over there, but I will ask you, are you ready? You're going to see a tremendous change with your airmen soon. military training instructors put in for the past 7.5 weeks. When you have a chance, when you see one of our awesome military training instructors in a big campaign hat, just say thank you for the work you've done. Because the change is big. Big. How big? They're going to fold their underwear. That's pretty big. Yeah, that's a big change. All right, folks, I know we've got our awesome sister services out there. United States Army, where you at? Marine Corps. Navy. Space Force. Thank you. Coast Guard. There she is. Okay, good. Hey, it's good to have a representative here. All right, and I had a chance to speak to a 1991 graduate, a 1987 graduate, and a 1956 graduate. Welcome to all of you and all of Lackland alumni coming back to the base today. We're glad you're here. There have been a few changes, but we're looking pretty nice in this base. So look, remind everybody of the safety. So you know at the very end of the ceremony, what we have to do as far as to be careful. Remember, if you use 20 stairs to go up to the top, make sure you have 20 coming down. No leaping, okay? No leaping over the stairs, and be very careful. Also, please check the weather, check the people next to you. It's hot, the sun's coming out. Please keep an eye on everybody around you. This is not just the Air Force family, but very specifically a 324 family. So make sure you guys are good to go. All right, the drum and bugle corps is coming out. This is a signal. This is the sign that we are about to start the coin and retreat ceremony. We already saw the naturalization. Now the grand finale is coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, your airmen are right around the corner. Let them know you're here. Let them know you're here. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I did state earlier, this is a 324th. These are the knights, the family of the knights. You guys are known to be rowdy. So when I say, are you ready? When I say, let them hear you, I mean, let them hear you. Come on. Come on. That's right. Keep it up. Keep it up. The ball's gonna go. We're gonna get you shots of goals out of it. Keep up the energy, folks. Welcome to Joint Base, San Antonio-Lackland.
Good morning. I am Technical Sergeant Melissa Hill, military training instructor, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. As the flight moves into position, we would like to take a moment and ask visitors to help us keep our graduates healthy and safe. Please cover your mouth while coughing or sneezing, wash your hands frequently, utilize hand sanitizer, and avoid attendance at ceremonies if you are experiencing flu-like symptoms. For the safety and comfort of those around you, we ask that you refrain from entering the retreat pad and remain in your respective seating area when taking photos during the ceremony. At the conclusion of the ceremony, you may proceed onto the retreat pad after the flights are dismissed. Please be cautious when ascending and descending the bleachers. Utilize the handrail and watch for tripping, flipping, and falling hazards. Restroom facilities are located in the reception center and to the right of the flagpole. During this morning's ceremony, smoking and the consumption of alcoholic beverages is not permitted. At this time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony. In the military, ceremonies are held to afford distinctive honors to national symbols or individuals on special occasions. These ceremonies are also used to display the proficiency and state training in a command and to promote teamwork and pride in the organization. They also contribute to public morale by displaying symbolically the strength and unity of the military in support of the nation. All of the movements that you will observe today are known as drill. The purpose of drill is to enable a commander or non-commissioned officer, such as the military training instructor, the ability ability to move their units from one place to another in an orderly manner. The aid in training by instilling discipline and habits of precision and response to the leader's order, and to provide for the development of all leaders in the practice of commanding formation. Now mounted into position, Flight 388, led by Technical Sergeant John Neary. Flight 389, led by Technical Sergeant Richard. Flight 330, led by Technical Sergeant Dakota James. Flight 391, led by Technical Sergeant Brian Weimer. Flight 392, led by Technical Sergeant Cody Harper. Flight 393, led by Master Sergeant Luis Bedoya. Flight 394, led by Staff Sergeant Philip Baird. Flight 395, led by Technical Sergeant Clay Wilson. Staff Sergeant Philip Baird. Flight 395, led by Technical Sergeant Clay Wilson. Flight 397, led by Technical Sergeant Josh Frost. Flight 397, led by Technical Sergeant Gonzalez. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform today's ceremony, and in addition to all basic training and requirements, growing people members commit additional duty for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment to their training and service for the with each growing people performance, they honor the long Flight 397, led by Technical Sergeant Josh Frost. Flight 397, led by Technical Sergeant Victor Gonzalez. Flight 398, led by Staff Sergeant Clarissa Wills. Musical support for this morning's ceremony is provided by the trainees from the 323rd Training Squadron, performing under the direction of retired Master Sergeant Samuel Johnson, Master Military Training Instructor. Hometown, Stratford, Connecticut. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value of service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Lerman.
Please join me in prayer or in a moment of silence. Master of the universe, we welcome your presence today as we are gathered here to observe the time-honored custom of retreat of our nation's colors, the signal of the end of the official duty day and a time to pay respect to our flag. May the stars and stripes ever be a beacon of light, liberty, and hope for all who set their sights upon them. And may the colors forever be etched in our minds as a symbol of the sacrifice and dedication of all those who have served before us. Each day, as our airmen pause from their duties during the sound of the bugle, may they be mindful of the generations before them who were ready to battle and who have fought and paved the way for us to walk upon. This morning, the Knights of the 324th Training Squadron prepared to graduate from basic military training and receive their coin. They have persevered through the fires of BMT, and they have been refined. They have learned what it means to demonstrate integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that they do. They experience setbacks and hardships, but learn that these are but opportunities for growth, to get back up, to be stronger, and to get the job done. They have come together as a team, and now they begin their journey truly second to none. Thank you for your watchful eye over them, and may you continue to be present in their lives. We pray, amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, and 1990 graduate of Basic Military Training, Colonel Jeff Dixley, accompanied by his wife, Andrea. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training, and 2003 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Dan Anderson. The Commander, 324th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Chad Dieterle. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 324th Training Squadron, and 2004 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant A.J. Frank, accompanied by his wife, Therese. Also in attendance with us today, the Commander, 37th Training Wing, Colonel Lauren Forshane. The Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, and 1997 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Carlos Damien. The Vice Commander, 37th Training Wing, Colonel John Odell III. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant Frank will now come forward and address our graduating class.
All right, good morning, Knights. Good morning, families and friends. Thank you for sending us these amazing men and women. Don't they look good? Also, let's give a hand to our military training instructors and support staff who put their heart and soul into this mission to grow these airmen. Tomorrow morning, these soon-to-be airmen will march down the bomb run over the Enlisted Heroes Walk. The Heroes Walk honors airmen like Master Sergeant John Chapman, a combat controller, who relentlessly engaged and killed enemy fighters in Afghanistan despite being mortally wounded. His actions allowed his team to move to cover. He saved the lives of his wingmen. Airmen like Airman First Class John Levito, a loadmaster serving in Vietnam. His aircraft was hit with a mortar shell, injuring him and his teammates, causing one of them to drop a magnesium flare. Despite being stunned and wounded by shrapnel, he flung himself onto that flare, drug it to the cargo door, and threw it out. He saved the lives of his wingmen. These were ordinary airmen just like you, who answered the call to serve their country. Later, they deployed in harm's way to support its interests. When crisis struck, they were ready and willing to put their lives on the line to protect their brothers and sisters in arms. These airmen did extraordinary things, and there are countless examples like these by people who stood right where you are now. Committing to defend freedom and the American life, the way of life, is hard work. There's a cost to calling yourself an airman in the world's greatest air force. You will sacrifice many things that your civilian family and your civilian friends and family may not. Basic training has worked to transform you from a civilian into an airman. You will continue to receive training to do the jobs we will ask you to do, but your preparation isn't over. How ready you are, how mentally tough you are, and how resilient you are, that's up to you. Every one of you during your Air Force journey will be faced with difficulty, challenges, and adversity. It's what happens after that that counts. I will tell you that getting up after being knocked down is much harder if you haven't done anything to prepare for it. Nassim Taleb, in his book Anti-Fragile, Things That Gain from Disorder, says, "Wind extinguishes a candle and energizes fire. Likewise, with randomness, uncertainty, and chaos, you want to use them, not hide from them. You want to be the fire and wish for the wind." So you have a choice to make. You can be a candle, easily blown out when hit with setbacks, or you can be a raging fire, energized by them. There are a few things I want to recommend you do early on in your career to help with this. Number one is to grow your emotional intelligence. I believe it's the single most important thing you can do to become a better person, a better airman, and a better leader. Two, surround yourself with positive people who push themselves and you to be better. Stay away from those that are always making themselves out to be a victim in some way. They will rob you of your optimism, your pride, and your enthusiasm. Three, focus on the things you can control. And try not to expend energy on changing things that you can't. Come to realize that the thing you may want in a specific moment might possibly be the opposite of what you actually need. Facing challenges and adversity is not a matter of if or when. So prepare, be strong, be resilient. Things may not always go as planned, but like I told you yesterday, you are always just one decision away from changing your entire life. I couldn't be more honored to stand in front of you as your first chief. I am incredibly proud of how far you've come. Keep following your dreams. Keep preparing. Keep growing. Build your mental toughness and your resilience. And there's no doubt we'll hear about the extraordinary things that you do very soon. Thank you for your service and the sacrifices you will most certainly make. My family and I are so thankful for you. It's because of you, the 1% of society that volunteer to serve, that my children are free to chase the American dream. It's because of you that I was able to hit the retirement button last weekend. And when I hang up this uniform for the last time after 23 years and 10 assignments, I will be able to chase your new dream. Thank you. As your senior enlisted leader, I hereby acknowledge your completion of all graduation requirements and have recommended to Colonel Pixley and Chief Anderson that you receive your coveted Airman's coin, which signifies your transition today from trainees to airmen. Congratulations. Military training instructors, you may proceed.
At this part of the ceremony, the military training instructors will distribute the venerable Airman's coin, and for the first time, distinct Space Force coins to our Space Force graduates. The lore of military coins has many colorful suspected origins. However, a popular story stems from World War I, where American volunteers formed flying squadrons in France during the Great War. One of the volunteers was a wealthy lieutenant who took great pride in his service and had medallions cast in bronze, with his squadron's emblem on them. He gave those medallions to every member of his unit. Not long after, one of the pilots was shot down behind enemy lines and was captured by a German patrol. The German forces confiscated the pilot's possessions except for the pilot's medallion that he wore around his neck. While in confinement in a small French village, the captured pilot took advantage of a nighttime bombardment by the Allies. He donned civilian clothes and escaped after crossing the front lines to safety. He came across a French outpost where he was initially thought to be a saboteur, until he showed them his unit coin. The French forces recognized the unit emblem, and instead of any harsher treatment, he received a bottle of wine. Today, several military units have developed their own coins and specific rules for them. Many organizations give out their unit coins to recognize outstanding performances and achievements. The coins the airmen and space professionals receive today are unique in that they originate here at the gateway to the Air Force and are only given to those who complete this rigorous course of instruction. On one side of the airman's coin, the original emblem of the Air Force resides as envisioned by General Henry Hap Arnold, one of the first military aviators and later commander of the Army Air Forces in World War II. Beneath the emblem, the year 1947, the birth date of the United States Air Force, and around the rim of the coin, the core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the newly recognized emblem of the Air Force, a symbol that honors the heritage of our past and represents the promise of our future. The emblem retains the core elements of the Henry Hap Arnold emblem, the Arnold wings, and the star within a circle. The modern effect of the emblem reflects our Air and Space Force today and into the future. Inscribed in a half circle above the contemporary Air Force emblem is the Air Force motto, "Aim high, fly, fight, win." And on the border of the coin, a reminder to all who see this is inscribed, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming an airman in the world's greatest Air Force."
we now come forward and address our graduating class.
All right, what a great Air Force Wednesday. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, grandparents, spouses, significant others, all of those in attendance today in support of our graduates. It's wonderful to see such a large audience here this morning. Many who travel long distances, and those who have never experienced this beautiful Texas summer heat. Yep. Today I have the great privilege to introduce 489 of the Air Force's newest airmen, all knights of the 324th Training Squadron. First, to our guests in attendance, today is likely bittersweet. While I'm sure you're proud of your loved ones' accomplishments, there are likely many of you with some degree of hesitation, apprehension, or even nervousness as your airman starts the next chapter of their military service. As the father of 2 girls, I know I would feel all of the emotions I just mentioned. But it's important for you to feel rest assured. The Air Force family your loved ones are now part of cares deeply. This family, comprised of over 350,000 professionals, will always go to great length to care, develop, and provide your sons and daughters a sense of belonging. This sense of family extends to all of you as well, so welcome. Knights, you made it. 7 weeks of intense training spanning 2 months. Just like your family members, I'm sure you experienced a range of emotions during drop-off. Some of you come from military families. You likely prepped for months or even years and arrived excited to start training. Others may be the first in their family history to embark on a military career. My guess is you were scared, even terrified, anticipating what EMT life would be like. Regardless, you succeeded, and in almost all cases, exceeded expectations. While you should be proud of your individual accomplishments, you should be even more proud of what you accomplished as a team. Teamwork is everything when it comes to service to our country. Former Secretary of State and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Colin Powell, is known for stating, "The best method of overcoming obstacles is the team method." You wouldn't be gathered in front of me if you didn't both demonstrate and instill the importance of that team method. Going forward, the nation you now serve has high expectations of you. Never forget the Air Force core value of excellence. Excellence in everything you do. The squadron leadership team is proud of you. Your instructors are proud of you. Your family and friends seated to the sides of you are proud of you. This day is yours. You deserve it. Well done. To the 324th Training Squadron military training instructors, thank you. Over these past 7 weeks, you were the Airmen's first exhibition of Air Force active duty life. You were their first demonstration of the Air Force core values. You inspired, motivated, and shaped, all while ensuring everyone was kept safe. Your impact is immense and long-lasting. These airmen are your legacy. Please know that you are appreciated not only by leadership and peers, but by the families and friends in attendance today. And I'll leave you with this. Going forward, embrace and capitalize on the skills and strength you've learned here at training. Harness and be proud of the uniqueness each of you brings to the fight. Being the world's superpower is not easy, but it's achievable based on your selfless contributions. I'm proud of you all. Congratulations.
Colonel Dieterle. At this time, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize basic military training's most outstanding performer. Someone who demonstrated their ability to successfully navigate all assessments, testing their physical abilities, academic aptitude, and adaptability to the military environment through multiple progress checks. This airman has surpassed all others in the challenges of training and has earned the distinction of being the top graduate of this class. The top graduate is from Flight 394, Airman Brett Morris. Texas, and joined the Air Force to be a munitions systems specialist. In the stand cheering are his grandmother, grandfather, uncle, mother, father, sister, brother, wife, and 3 children. His recruiter is Senior Airman Tristan Harris from the 344th Recruiting Squadron, Wichita Falls, Texas. Please stand as a sign of unity as our top graduate leads us through the Airman's Retreat. Instructors, place your flights at attention. Please remain standing for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Congratulations on achieving this historic milestone that marks the beginning of your career. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seated area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. We ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat path and please be cautious when descending the bleachers. Count pass ends at 2000 hours. When dropping off graduates, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area. Thank you, and please enjoy your stay at the 37th Training Week, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Flight Commander, dismiss your flight.
Here you go.